All right, I'm back. We in James, the 4th chapter. I'm going to start at verse 14. This is very important because these are things that we need to pick up on to be able to be in the spirit of what the scriptures are telling us spiritually. James 4:14 says, whereas ye know not what shall be on tomorrow. You don't know what's happening tomorrow. But what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away. That's how you look at our life, man. Like a vapor. Here today, gone tomorrow, he's saying. Listen, for that ye ought to say, if the Most High will, we shall live and do this or that. You hear that? Learn to say Most High will. We're going to do this. If we live, we're going to do this or that. See, but now you rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. That's bragging. You rejoice in your boasting, in your bragging. Say, all such rejoicing or bragging is evil. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. Thus say the Most High. That's why we got to change. We got to work it so that, go back to, go to Psalms 27 chapter. Psalms 27th chapter. These are principles that we just got to pick up and just apply them in our life. Psalms 27 and 4. One thing have I desired of the Most High, that will I seek after. Or you just press *6. It says, one thing have I desired of the Most High, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Most High all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Most High, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble, Jacob's trouble, we in it. And getting ready to get seriously in it. In the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. And now shall mine head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing. Yeah, I will sing praises unto the Most High. Hear, O Most High, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. When thou sayest, seek ye my face. When I told you in Hosea 5:15, he said, I'm going to go to my place until we acknowledge our offense and seek his face. In our affliction, we're going to seek him early. Verse 8, when thou sayest, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Most High, will I seek. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O Most High of my salvation. It's really serious. It's what works. Psalms 43. Psalms 43. 43rd Psalm. Verse 2. For thou, Most High, art the power of my strength. Why dost thou cast me off? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? O send out thy light and thy truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me into thy holy hill and to thy tabernacles. Then will I go unto the altar of the Most High, unto the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, my exceeding joy. Yeah, upon the harp will I praise thee, O Most High, my power. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope in the Most High. Have faith in the Most High. For I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance, oh, and my power. See, the health of our conscience, man. The Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. See, Psalm 44:1 say, we have heard with our ears, O Most High, our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days, in the times of old. That's telling, like he said, you got to tell the children about the Most High. Thou hast thus how thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand. The Mashak Messiah, the top angel of the Most High, and planted them. How thou didst afflict the people and cast them out, because we broke his laws, statutes, commandments. So he afflicted us and cast us away from him, out of the land. But they got not the land in possession by their own sword. Hear that? We ain't fight for the land of Israel by our own sword. Neither did their own arm save them, but thy right hand and thine arm in the light of thy countenance, because thou hast a favor unto them, unto the 12 tribes of Israel. We didn't get the land through our own sword. I'm telling you that. Most High put us in that land. He the one that, and it wasn't for our sake, for our righteousness' sake either. It was for his name's sake. I'll tell you that over and over again. Psalms 148. No, Psalms 145. It's lucky. Verse 18. The Most High is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. All that call upon him in truth. So that's why I say he reigned on the just and unjust, but he's more near to those that call upon him in truth. What is the truth? Psalms 119, 142. We know that by heart, right, class? That righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. That's your law. That's the Most High's law, is the truth. So he's telling you. Psalms 145, 18. The Most High is nigh, he's near, unto them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. You know, all that call upon him that's keeping his law, statute, commandments. And we call upon him in prayer. And the Mashal told us in just the Our Father prayer in Matthew 6 and 9. After this matter, therefore, pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. I don't say that because that's saying that name, that Egyptian entity, or the Greek entity Zeus, that's his last name. And listen to what you're saying. For thine is the kingdom, that thine is you as the kingdom, and the power and the glory forever, that entity. They inserted that. I'm not saying. He didn't tell us to say that. Hebrews 11th chapter. Hebrews 11th chapter. Well, before we go there, go to Mark 11:22 first. Mark 11:22. We can't go here enough. I don't think I'll go here enough. Mark 11:22. It says, and the Mashal was answering said unto them, have faith in the Most High. So he said, have faith in the Most High. That's the first thing. So what is faith? It's defined in Hebrews 11th chapter, the first verse. Hebrews 11:1 defines what faith is. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So faith is something that you hope for, which would be the future, the evidence of things not seen, something that you can't see. You see? So it's believing. You know, faith is belief in something that you hoping for, the evidence of things not seen. So if you have whatever you want, then you don't even praying for it, right? Going back to Mark 11:22. It's very important that we have faith in the Most High. That's the first thing he told us. Have faith in the Most High. Mark 11:22. It said, and the Mashal would say, answering, said unto them, have faith in the Most High. Believe in the Most High. This is what he said. This works. For verily, truly, I say unto you, that whosoever shall say, you got to say it, unto this mountain or problem, whatever it is you're dealing with, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea. He used an analysis of a mountain, removing from that where it's located and be cast into the sea. And shall not doubt, this is very important, shall not doubt in his heart, in your mind. You can't have no doubt with the Most High. That first thing he said, have faith in the Most High. This is something that you hope for, something of things not seen. So it's got to happen in the future, whether it's a microsecond or a second or a minute or, you know, an hour, a day, a weeks, months, whatever, years, whatever. You got to believe it. It's going to happen. But verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say, you got to say it, unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, in your mind, but shall believe, that's your faith, that those things which he said shall come to pass. That's the future, like I said. It's a future action that's going to happen. Those things that he said shall come to pass. He shall have whatsoever he said. Remember, Most High will. Therefore I said to you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them and ye shall have them. See? That sounds crazy, right? But he said, hey, therefore I said to you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them and ye shall have them. Most High will. And when you stand praying, forgive. If you have aught against any, you can't be praying to have a grudge and think the Most High will come through for you. No. You got to forgive if you have aught against any. That's why he said, don't let the sun go down upon your wrath. And when you stand praying, forgive if you have aught against any. That your Father also, which is in heaven, may forgive you your trespasses, the things that you've done wrong in sinning. But it's a condition, if ye do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses. See? If you don't forgive, the Most High is not going to forgive you your trespasses, the things you've done in sinning. It's very important. It's very important that we, look upon this and work to be the best we can in operating in these last days. Look at an example of faith. In Mark 10, start at verse 46. And they came to Jericho. And as they went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great number of people, blind Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus, sat by the highway side begging. So he blind, he's on the highway, you know, as people walk by, he begging, panhandling. And when he heard that it was Mashiach Yahushua of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Yahushua, thou son of David, have mercy on me. And many charged him that he should hold his peace, be quiet. Many told him to be quiet. But he cried the more, a great deal, thou son of David, have mercy on me. And the Mashiach stood still and commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying unto him, be of good comfort, rise, he calleth thee. And he, casting away his garment, rose and came to him, Mashiach Yahushua. And the Mashiach answered and said unto him, what wilt thou that I do unto thee? The blind man said unto him, Master, that I might receive my sight. And the Mashiach said unto him, go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. And the Mashiach said unto him, go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. And immediately he received his sight and followed the Mashiach in the way. See? That's faith. It was, you know how we are. Shut up, be quiet, leave him alone. He kept on hollering. He kept on, he ain't stopped, he kept on hollering. Kept on hollering. Until the Mashiach said, hey, stop. He was so loud. He said, bring him here. He said, they called the blind man, saying unto him, be of good comfort. As they done told him off about running his mouth, hollering for him. Rise, he calleth thee. What's up, Belsport? Woo. That's us, though. That's how we be operating. That's how it is. But that's faith, you see. He had faith to know that, hey, all I got to do is believe it. But you know, a lot of things that he done was on the Sabbath day. And he was always going against him. They were always coming against him. Look at Matthew the 9th chapter. And let's read 18, verse 18. While he spake these things unto them, behold, there came a certain ruler and worshipped him, saying, my daughter is even now dead. But come and lay thy hand upon her, and she shall live. And the Mashiach arose and followed him, and so did his disciples. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years. Hear that? This woman had a issue of blood. Like I guess you women that had them cycles, can you imagine having a cycle for 12 years? And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. So he had a long robe on. She touched the end of his garment. The fringes on that garment. But she said, did what she said within herself. Like you say, when you stand and pray, you say what you want, you believe that you received it, you shall receive it. Listen, for she said within herself, perfect example, if I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole. That's what she said. If I just touch his garment, I'm going to be made whole. But the Mashiach turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. You see how faith works? It works in your belief. See. And when the Mashiach came into the ruler's house, and it tells you, before I go here, it tells you in another passage that he felt virtue come from him. He felt something come from him. Let me see if I can find it. And let's find it for you. That's another case in there. Let me see. Because a lot of cases, you know, if you look at here it is, Luke, the 8th chapter, and verse 42. For he, okay, let's see, that's the same scenario. This ruler asked the Mashiach to come and touch his daughter because she was dying. Now, verse 43 of Luke, the 8th chapter, Luke 8:43 is the same story we just read about the woman touching his garment. Watch what it says in Luke's rendition. And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which has spent all her living upon physicians, neither could be healed of any. See that? She spent all her money giving it to these doctors of no, physicians of no value. Like I say in Job 13:4. And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, bleeding 12 years. You women that have cycles, man, can you imagine that? You bleeding 12 years? Y'all just have a few days to be going through it. 12 years? Woo. Which has spent all her living, all her money upon physicians. Neither could be healed of any. The physician couldn't do nothing for her. 12 years? Came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stanched, and then it stopped. And the Mashiach said, who touched me? When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multitude thronged thee and pressed thee. They pressed it all up against us, and said, now who touches me? So how can you know who touches you? All these people is, you're in a crowd of people, they all bunched together. And the Mashiach said, somebody have touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me. Hear that? That's what I was saying. Hey, she touched, her faith was so strong, she touched him. He felt virtue come out of him. And the Mashiach said, somebody touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me. And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling, scared, and falling down before him. She declared to him before all the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. And he said unto her, daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace. See? He said, go in peace. And while he yet spake, there cometh one from the ruler of the synagogue's house, saying to him, Thy daughter is dead. Trouble not the master. But when the master heard it, he answered him and saying, Fear not. Believe only. That's our faith in the Most High. And she shall be made whole. And when he came into the house, he suffered no man to go in, save Peter and James and John and the father and the mother of the maiden. And all wept and bewailed her. But he said, Weep not. She is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. Think about this. Think about this. Think about scenario here. Verse 52, and all wept. They was crying and bewailed her, crying over her, mourning over her. In their minds, she's dead. Weep not. She is not dead, but sleeping. Now they crying over her being dead in their mind. And he says, don't cry. She's just sleeping, right? And they laughed him to scorn, knowing that she was dead. I mean, how do you turn from somebody being dead that you really care about and you crying over them being dead and you stop and laugh at them? Hard. I mean, they clowning them because he said she's just sleeping. And they laughed him to scorn, knowing that she was dead. And he put them all out. That's why he kicked them all out. Get on out of here. And took her by the hand and called, saying, Maid, arise. And her spirit came again, and she arose straightway. And he commanded to give her meat. And her parents were astonished. But he charged them that they should tell no man what was done. You know that was a brother. And you know that he fulfilled just what it says in Philippians, the 2nd chapter. He said, don't tell nobody what was done. Right? That's why I tell in Philippians, the 2nd chapter, verse 5, it said, Let this mind be in you, which was also in the Mashiach Yahushua, who being in the form of the Most High, I mean, he's just son of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High. I mean, he's just son of the Most High. You know, he the word of the Most High. Most High had a voice, and he was the word of the Most High. But made himself of no reputation. That's why he told him, don't tell nobody I done this. Don't tell no man I brought her back from the dead. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. That's how he was rolling. You see? Jump to verse 12. It says, Wherefore, my beloved. Who's the beloved? How do you prove who the beloved is? Wherefore, my beloved. Baruch, the 3rd chapter, and verse 36. This is how you prove who the beloved is. It's saying beloved, right? So we're going to go to the Old Testament and prove who the beloved is. He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and hath given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved. You see? So the Israelites is his beloved. So now when you see beloved now, you know it's talking about the Israelites. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. He said, hey, you obeyed when his presence is there. He going through this, the Old Testament, the law and the prophets with them. The book is open. That's what you mean, been out of my presence only, but now much more in my absence when the book is closed. He said, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You see? We all got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. The angels tremble before the Most High. So with that, we're going to continue on this another time. And I say, Krum Most High, Krum Mashiach Yahushua, and Krum Yasharella, and I'm out. Shalom.